Rooster! Shoot, Scott.
Today on The Flush,
Nice shot.
it's the good,
Just put me where there's roosters because we want birds to fall on camera.
Okay.
the bad,
Cut.
This is crazy. Wow.
and the ugly.
This must have been a bad scene about an hour ago.
The Flush, presented by Federal Premium Ammunition and Pheasants Forever.
'Twas the month after Christmas when all through the house, the dogs and I were itching to go hunting and bugging my spouse. She said, "This hunting energy is driving me nuts in the head. Please take the dogs hunting. You have nothing to dread." With the kitchen pass firmly in hand, hunting buddy Rob and I started to hatch a plan.
November 1st to January 31st. Yeah, more pheasant and quail areas.
With visions of birdie dogs and flushing pheasants,
Holy smoke.
oh, where should we go? To Kansas, where we could get out of the snow. We wanted to hunt pheasants and quail. Heck, maybe even ducks, we were thinking. When Old Man Winter put a change into those plans and stopped us in Lincoln.
So we've been in the car 10 hours and we got knocked off the road by a blizzard that closed the interstate.
What a mess.
Here we sit in Lincoln, Nebraska, about 200 miles, maybe 190 miles short of our destination. We've been planning to do a late season hunt.
Got to go to Kansas.
And why is that?
Season's open till the end of January.
That's right. So about 4 days before we go, what do we see? Winter storm.
Winter storm.
Winter storm. Okay. So we said we can make it. Hit the road by 7:20. Hit snow at approximately 7:40. Drove through 80 miles of not quite blizzard conditions, winter storm warning, heavy snow, heavy snow.
Maybe we should just pull into Cabela's here in Owatonna and stay the night.
Yeah, right, yeah. Just spend the day there.
Spend a buck or two.
Just when we begin to wonder what the hell we are doing, Iowa, of all places, shows us a little love.
And we drove out of it. So we're thinking we're in.
Yep. Then we drove through rain and it was dry for a while.
It was dry. Yep.
Thought we had it made.
Yeah,
it was
knew that
beautiful.
was too good to be true.
So then, as we get to Nebraska, we start seeing a car here, a car there, in the ditch, a couple cars upside down. We're like, better try to throttle it back a little bit, take the cruise off.
Yep.
And we end up in just getting on the west side of Omaha, and it turns from bad to worse.
Yeah. White out in some areas.
We're gonna get off here. See if we can find a hotel.
Well, I guess the good news is we made it this far.
Jesus, look at
Yeah,
that.
this is really bad. I think the gate's down, Scott. Is there a gate over there? Oh, maybe not.
I can't see that far.
Okay.
I can't see. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Tutu. Oh, we're not in Kansas yet, are we?
No.
So,
Well, late season hunting, you can kind of count on a couple of things. usually hitting some sort of bad weather, whether, especially in the north part of the country, either snow or cold, really cold, or both. The second thing is spooky birds, you know, so, but that's what makes the trip that much more exciting, really.
Exactly.
It's because it's so much different than early season hunting. And the other thing you miss are the crowds. There's not a lot of people out here. In fact, at our hotel, I think we can probably say we are the only bird hunters here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of people like the dogs here.
Coming up, release the dogs and let the hunt begin.
Rooster!
Better late than never.
Yeah, cheer.
Kansas does not disappoint. Ah, there is nothing like a good old-fashioned late-season hunting trip. Picture perfect weather,
Rob's pretty.
quality time with friends,
He's got a brush and everything along just so he can do his hair. He's got his makeup kit. He does his hair before we go on camera. Roll on makeup. Yeah, he looks good. Rooster! Damn!
and great shooting.
Unreal!
What did Dorothy from Wizard of Oz say about Kansas? There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Not too far from town, we got a spot, and we'll call it the Hog Lot. It's got a little hog feeder there and stuff, a big pile of kosher.
When you hunt with Erik Vrbas of Outdoor Obsessions, you always feel like you are home.
And a lot of times I'll blow right out of the end of this and they fly down the river and they're just tough to get to.
I was lucky enough to hunt with Erik 2 years ago. That experience with Erik then
Rooster!
went from, just, hunting with somebody to making friends. And that happens a lot when you go on hunting trips and you kind of find that common bond that hunting can bring, or fishing or something like that.
Rooster! Good shot, Scott. Kind of makes the 12-hour ride through the blizzard worthwhile.
And just like that, the car ride from hell is all but forgotten.
The blizzard rooster, we'll call that one. So we're gonna go down that corner on the far left, down in there, like we're just across where you guys just finished. That's where we're gonna start in at, and then we're gonna go right along the river.
Gotcha. Okay.
Rob, the roosters are the ones with color on them, too.
Okay. Do they have a little white, little
white
red,
around
little
there,
green?
yeah.
Okay. Those
Longer tails.
longer tails, and they have spurs, right?
Some of them say they cackle. I think it's laughter.
I think you're
Especially
right.
when he's shooting.
You're right.
Good boy. Watch him, Rob. Rooster, hand. Good girl, good boy, Hank. Wrong dog, wrong. I said hen. Here we go.
Erik keeps things hot to take the chill away from the two blizzard boys.
Shot, Rob. Rooster! Shot, Robbie. We're gonna call you two-shot Rob. Good boy, Hank. Good boy. We gotta be pushing something, Rob. Oh, he's working hard. He's working nice. Atta boy, Hank. Get ready, Rob. He's hot. Good boy. They're running. Hand. Good dog. Good dog. There goes Rooster!
Even I get into the Kansas action. New spot,
Rooster!
same birdie adventure.
Nice shot. There's another bird in here, I bet. Rooster! I remember the first time I went hunting too. Hen. There's another hen. Holy smoke.
For this type of birdie action, I might, just might, be willing to drive through another blizzard.
Hank, good boy.
With a couple of birds in our vest and the Kansas prairie awash in a sea of red and orange, we know that the only cold and wet we'll be feeling tonight will come from a libation in our hand.
Well, that's what I wanted to come back and hunt with you. We had so much fun the last time. I mean, you're, once you get you out of your shell.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Of course, you know me. Yeah, I'm pretty locked up.
Coming up, shooting eyes get as cold as the weather in Lincoln,
Hey, come.
and a friend support group is in the making.
We got that on tape.
When the Kansas Kansas prairie awakens in the morning, the sights and sounds are something this hunter will never tire of seeing. On this quiet Kansas morning,
How would it have hawked?
hunters talk in whispers? No. We gear up quickly because late season birds are wily. And well, the quiet will be soon something of the past.
I'll go right along the edge. When we get to that corner, just be watching. Okay. They all went right where the shadows hitting that corner.
We haven't taken more than 50 steps, nor has the caffeine fully kicked in when something catches these northerners by surprise.
Quail. Yeah, boy, that's a big cubby. Another one.
Quail, right behind you. Oh.
There goes the birds.
Yeah, a lot of them. Good thing is I know where they're going. Rooster! Well, we got one to sit. Dutch, here.
The sun has barely cracked the horizon, and we already have a rooster in hand.
Good girl.
And the rest of the morning, well, it only warmed up from there.
It's hot here. Hen, good girl. Good girl. Hen, good girl. She pointed that. Hen, good girl. She pointed that one. Good girl, he is.
Even cameraman Pete gets in on the action.
Rooster behind you.
Oh, hen.
Hen. There's the hen.
Hey,
Here he goes.
Rooster! Nice shot.
We did walk right by. That was the one.
Sat right in here between us, Scott.
That a girl he is. Little tag team action, boys. That thing went right through the trees and got vertical
He got
fast.
real high in a hurry. See anything running over there, Scott?
As the action got hotter and hotter,
Oh, rooster.
my boy Rob goes cold.
We got that on tape.
Not that anyone really noticed.
There goes Rooster! Rooster! Dang it.
I don't know how to explain it. I felt sometimes like I wanted to hug him.
Rooster!
And wrap my arms around him and tell him it'll be okay. There'll be another day. But, you know, you gotta be sensitive to everybody's needs also.
Good thing for Rob, he has compassionate friends that are there for him to help him through his slump.
Rooster! Oh, I just Waltoned you. I was excited Rob wanted to go. I love hunting with Rob, and because it makes me look like I'm a good shot. So you got to have Rob along on hunting trips.
Well, I've hunted with Scott on many occasions, so you know, I'm ready for the ribbing and the you know, being the object of if I miss, which I did miss. I missed a few. You know, I knew what was coming. So.
Rooster! Where? Oh, take him, Scotty! Oh, I couldn't see it. It got in the sun.
It like flew right by you.
You know, usually my favorite part of any trip, the laughing you have with your buddies, or the dog work. And we had a lot of both on this trip. We had great fun in the field, and we had great dog work.
Good boy.
Meet Spider, Erik's 5.5-year-old do-it-all Labrador Retriever, who likes to show his affection in a warm and fuzzy way.
Spider has a lot of drive. Just good all over. I mean, he's good flusher, good retriever. He's a do-it-all dog. He loves to give you hugs.
Really?
Yeah, you go like this and tap on him, say big hug, he'll come up and he'll wrap his arms around you and he won't let go. Which is not good if he's muddy.
I'm just saying, 3 shots, 3 birds that walk, Rob.
That's pretty good. That's about as most impressive I've ever seen you shoot in my life. Way better than yesterday, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
The expression is the sun shines on
Hey,
it.
I'm part of the team. As long as the team's doing well, I'm happy.
You're happy?
Where's the bird? Find a bird.
When we come back, the team gets thrown a few more curveballs. as they close out their late season Kansas hunt.
He went into that thick brush, then he came out and he was just, his whole muzzle was full of blood.
With the way Kansas and Outdoor Obsessions has been treating us on this late season bird hunting adventure, it's no wonder Dorothy wanted to get back to Kansas. Would it be too much to say we are feeling more love than the Tin Man?
Rooster! Shoot, Scott! Nice shot.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would say, even though I missed some pretty easy shots yesterday, just the amount of wild birds that we saw, walking some big draws and big, big grass.
Find the bird. Boy, she just locked up hard here.
Great dog work. I mean, your two dogs, Izzy and Hank, did a great job. Good job, Hank. Erik's got 10 dogs. I think he hunted 4, 5, 6 of them on and off with us. Hunt them up, good girl, hunt them up. So we were lucky on the dogs. They did great.
Oh, she's pointing one.
Rooster! He's hit.
And just when you least expect it,
Shoot!
Oh man, that was so fast. Holy smokes.
a Kansas bonus bird makes another appearance,
Oh, did you get that?
much to the surprise of these Minnesota hunters.
Wow. Time I had my gun up, it felt like he was 70 yards away.
Both of you guys were so startled by the quail. He was like, holy cow, that thing was fast, I couldn't get my gun up, and I heard you go, oh! And I'm like, oh no, how about shoot? And I missed again. Hey, stir the pot.
Following these little critters in the field and trying to capture them on the camera is no easy job. Just ask Pete, our cameraman.
They were by me, Rob.
Were they?
They were right here.
Oh, you're kidding. They got up right there?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Really? I mean, I got my gun up as fast as I could get it up. Man, are they fast. Oh, I got a shot off, but I didn't knock one down, but.
On a trip that has provided twists and turns, ups and downs, we get one last surprise.
He went into that thick brush, and I thought he was going after maybe some quail or something. He came out and he was just, his whole muzzle was full of blood. You know, they just don't slow down going through there. Hey, come here. You're a good boy. I think it'll stop once he gets in the car.
Famous last words.
When you own a hunting dog and you hunt pheasants, usually they're going to come back at some point in their hunting career with some sort of ailment. A cut, a gimpy leg, cut on wire or something. And it was a little disconcerting when Hank came out of the brush and his whole muzzle was red and his chest was red. So I got him to me right away, and I figured it was something in his mouth. The worst of it's over. And I could tell he'd cut his tongue. I mean, I didn't know how badly. I was hoping once we got him in the kennel and back to Outdoor Obsessions that it would just kind of begin to slow down, and it didn't. So I knew that I wouldn't sleep if I didn't bring him to the vet and make sure everything was okay. And it was a good thing we did. I didn't know you could stitch a tongue. I can't say how impressed I was with the veterinary operation in Beloit. Brady met me at the vet. He immediately brought Hank in, knew what was going on, had his tongue stitched in probably 15 minutes, fluids into him, and said, he's doing fine. He's a little dehydrated. Why don't I pump some fluids into him tonight? He'll stay here. In the morning, I'll give him a bath, and you pick him up at 11.
Do you think you got left here? Oh, there's the tail going. Yeah, there's the tail going.
And I never felt nervous and never felt afraid for my dog in the situation. It was totally under control. And the good news is, Hank's no worse for wear. He's got 6 stitches in his tongue.
We started the show with a tip of the cap to a classic Clint Eastwood movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So let's review. The Good. Kansas and Outdoor Obsessions did not disappoint. They opened their collective arms and showed us fantastic upland action, wide open spaces, great hospitality, and beautiful weather. The bad? Well, we missed a few shots.
And can we just sit at the end and have them push them?
Perhaps a joke or two that also missed the mark,
Perfect.
and one bloody dog that is A-OK now.
Yeah, there's Sissy.
And finally, the ugly, described in one word: blizzard. All in all, the perfect way to scratch that January hunting itch.